Welcome back. Nice to see you. Today we're going to be visiting a bourbon from Oregon. This one specifically, Oregon Spirit. This is a 4-year straight American bourbon whiskey. This one reads in at 94 proof. It's distilled from grain. It's a 4-grain bourbon. This one is, excuse me one second. It's corn, wheat, malted barley, and rye, which is a very typical 4-grain. I've had this before. I've actually owned this bottle for quite some time. I believe this is my second or third time owning this specific bottle, and it's good. Anyway, so let's dive into it. So, Oregon Spirit Distillers is in Bend, Oregon. Part of their speech of what they do is. In their location, it's sunny 300 days of the year. Obviously, Oregon's very rainy, very moist. It's very wet. It's a very dry, very wet climate. So, let's dive into it. Now, for me personally, and a lot of bourbon drinkers, 94 is actually pretty low. I think that my sweet spot is between. I mean, it could vary, to be completely honest, but I would say my sweet spot is around the 108. Maybe that's too specific. Maybe like 110 to 120 is usually where I like it. But that doesn't mean that it can't be great at lower proof. So. It smells really good. It has it's very peppery. Very baking spice forward. When I smell this, I think of the north, for sure. Like if it's like a rainy day in the north or in the mountains, this is what I think of. Salty, maybe just a tiny bit of like a. Very almost like a pie crust, like a baking spice pie crust. Yeah, wow. Now I remember why I like it. Now this one is I believe it's pretty unique. This makes me think of like a northern dessert, like a blueberry cobbler, but more on like like a northern berry, but very much so like a dessert, like a cobbler. You know, lots of bread, like maybe sweet caramel in there. Like an earthy berry. But yeah, if I think of anything specifically, I think of blueberry cobbler. Like this is really. So it does have that slight tingle, like rye tingle. Ooh. And the back it has like a little kind of like a caramel splash with like a little bit of baking spice at the top, like that rye. And it's almost like you have like you remember those like fruit roll-ups? How it would be like 3 strips. So the center would be like cherry, the outside would be like apple or blueberry, whatever. I mean, I'm not sure if Fruit Roll Up did that. I'm just trying to think of like a 3-way like fruit roll up. That's what this kind of reminds me of. It's like the center is like a caramel, and the outside is like the spice and breading. But it's like a nice subtle right down the middle is the caramel sweetness. Oh, and that blue. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that is straight up a northern pie. Like you're in the mountains in the north, Oregon, and it's like a cool, maybe even like a fall day, and there's like a nice warm pie. Like that's exactly what this is. So I was asked a little bit ago, like what is the purpose of like smelling, then drinking, then smelling, then drinking? So there's an evolution throughout it. So at first you're smelling it alone based off smell, right? And then you're tasting it alone off of taste. And then the second time you smell it, you're contrasting the original smell time, the taste, and then the smell again, because it can evolve throughout the actual drinking period. Or maybe you're just not getting it right away from the first smell pass and the first sip. And then you do a little bit more, maybe you let it sit for a minute, walk away, come back, switch it around, maybe add a drop of water. This is a good bourbon. I would have to say for me personally, I think it's too specific for me on my taste palette. I believe that it does kind of have like a, almost like I'm having too much pie. So this is not something I would drink all the time. I mean, it's something I could probably bring out all the time, but it's not something I would drink all the time. It definitely be an occasion thing. I think its setting matches so perfectly with, it's like wintertime, and you have a big meal, family, and after dessert with the family, I'd say maybe even Christmas, you whip this guy out, it's late, everyone's relaxing, and pour this guy. It's good. It is very solid. You can definitely see the prevalence of all the different grains. They're all just working together. It's got a very good flow. But I wouldn't drink this all the time. For me, this would not be a daily drinker. Not that you need to have everything to be a daily drinker, but this is, yeah, it's pretty good. Now, again, like I said before, this is as far as I remember, this is the only Oregon bourbon or whiskey that I've ever tried. So I'm very interested. I might go pick up another 1 or 2 bottles and see if I can, notice a trend, or notice kind of like not so much a trend, but like a distinct characteristic of what Oregon brings to that whiskey side, to whiskey itself. So, all right, I recommend giving it a try. I mean, buying, that's up to you, but if you get a chance to try it, I definitely think you should try it. You should try all of them, to be honest. But if you try it, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.